Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Test, test, test. What's going on? Had a nice start to the week yesterday. Had this nice gold trade. Just dropped this week's weekly Bitcoin analysis yesterday for y'all. Make sure to check that out. Y'all been tuning in and keeping up for the past couple weeks, especially the past few months. Y'all should be super deep in profit on Bitcoin right now. Again, we're chilling in gold. Took this trade yesterday, right? With the recap of how yesterday ended, we hit like TP3. You can see here, price was consolidating all day. And we see when Tokyo session picked up, that's when price one kicked in, and we surpassed and hit all the TPs. And now we're chilling deep in profit. We're out to see if we can break and hold 27.58 as support. If we can see that happen, we can see the all-time highs continue to push up for gold. But we're super deep in profit on this. And now we're going to look for possible GJ buys. Same GJ buy setup we was looking for yesterday, right? We look at yesterday. Price ended up rejecting low during London session, came back up, but failed to hold this low as support. So GJ can hold 188.70 as support. We can look for buys going to 199.50. That's what we're looking at right here. Make sure to go ahead and like the stream, y'all. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at the charts, drop in the chat. As far as news today, let's go ahead and pull it up. We do have at 10 a.m. USD news, 2 p.m. Swiss franc news, 3:30 p.m. Canadian news, and later on tonight when markets reopen at 8:30 with Australian news popping up. So we do got a few news events, but then later on during New York session, but do keep those times in mind. I'm going to see what this next 15 minutes like. Those just joined the stream, we're currently in this goal position and we're looking at this possible GJ buy. Make sure to hit that first link in the description and join the free signal free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month, last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link out for yourselves. All right, we start off the week with a great start. 1-0 so far this week. We've only taken one loss so far this month, which is not bad at all. Went 3-0 last week, 3-1 the week before that, 3-0 the first week of October. And if you scroll to October 2nd, you'll see how we ended last month. All right, this is the last week of October. I believe the last day of October, was it Thursday or was it Friday? Let me pull out the calendar. It's Thursday, right? So probably Friday. So just going to do the recap of how we ended this month. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But again, if you scroll to October 2nd, you'll see how we ended September. Went 14-2, gets an 88% win rate, catch a total of 35,486 pips. You click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the month. All wins and losses are posted. We send a link out every day when we go live. At the beginning of every week on Sunday, we drop the Sunday chart analysis, going over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. All right, y'all. A couple charts are already starting to go as projected from this week's Sunday chart analysis. So if you have not watched this week's Sunday chart analysis, make sure to check that out. This gold setter we broke down in yesterday's live stream as well. All right, and again, this is another example of, again, understanding the setup you're in, holding to SL or TP gets hit, because again, price was just ranging all day yesterday. And I can actually show you the trade now since the trade already played out. So let's go ahead and break this down while we're chilling. All right, so this is an old trade, y'all. Nobody take this as an old trade. Trade already played out. All right, so you can see we entered this at 9:46 a.m. And then you see TP1 got hit, and I dropped the middle price watch list. Then we see TP3 got hit at 10:53 a.m. And then again, we go to 10:53 or 10:45. We can see after that, price was just consolidating and ranging for the rest of the day, right? Then when markets reopened during Tokyo session, I was like, gold still ranging. Just gotta wait and see what price does. I meant to say tonight. I don't know why I said last night. I meant to say tonight in London session. I guess I was typing too fast. And then we can see here 2 hours later, that's when the rest of the TP started to get hit. And now we're just right at these all-time highs. Let's see we're going to break this level, right? If gold can break a whole 2758 as support, we can not only see the all-time highs continue, but we can see the uptrend continue as well. So that's what we're looking at right now. And then again, we're looking at possible GBPJPY buys. Just wait to see if we can break this level right here. I did a nice little retracement last night and yesterday for us. So we're going to see if we can break this next level right here. All right, new 5 minute just popped up. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. Or we can charge, drop them in the chat. Let's see if we can break or hold this level. All right, so we're just waiting to see if we can hold this as support. New 5 minute just popped up. So we're about to see if we can close right here. We're going to be waiting for this 5 minute to close and see if we can hold this level as support right here. All right, new 15 just popped up. So about to see if GJ can hold this level right here. Those that just joined the stream, we're currently chilling in gold right now with the members. And we're also looking at possible GJ buy right here. Right again. If we can hold 198.70 as support, we can look for buys going to 199.50. Make sure to hit the like button, y'all, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We just hit 2,800 subscribers. Let's get to 2,900. We can get to that easily, y'all. We can get to that easily. GN is so chilling. Again, we do got a few news events today. We have at 10 a.m. USD news, 2 p.m. Swiss franc news, 3:30 Canadian news, and then when the markets reopen later on tonight, we got Australian news at 8:30. So do keep those times in mind. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Y'all see a scroll at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram playmaker_weight, TikTok _playmaker_weight_. New 5-minute just popped up. Let's see what these charts looking like. That's still got a little bit of work to do. GJ's holding this level. Getting to the nice little retest. So we're about to see how this closes right here. New 15 about to pop up in a couple minutes. So this right here is what we like to see. So again, we're about to see how this next 15 pops up. And what it's looking like. We might jump to this next 15. If we can continue to hold like this and show that it's trying to push up, we might jump in on this right here. All right, new 15. Let's see how it reacts. Because again, this is the highest price went yesterday before it rejected again. So it's definitely going to need to break past 199. So let's try to retest again. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. Once again, any charts, drop in the chat. How can I make great entries for Euro session? What should I be looking for? So, what you should be looking for in Euro session is the same thing you should be looking for in New York or Tokyo session, right? So, what I'd recommend is going to my playlist. I'm gonna answer your question right now, but if you want a little bit more in depth and different examples, I recommend going to my playlist titled Trade Breakdowns. There's over 70 videos of back-to-back-to-back trade breakdowns, different buy setups, different sell setups. All those trades are trades I personally took as well as called in the member with the members in advanced play signal. And I go over different buy setups, different sell setups. I explain from start from finish, literally all the confirmations I look for, why I went for the buy, why I went for the sell, all that good stuff. But to answer your question, can you make an example on gold? Yeah. Uh, so yeah, right. So this is a trade that we broke down in yesterday's London session live. And again, we also broke this down in the Sunday chart analysis yesterday as well. So if you haven't checked out the Sunday chart analysis, make sure to hit that first link in the description. Y'all check out the Sunday chart analysis. It goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but it goes over what we see price doing throughout the entire week, right? So we broke this trade down during yesterday's live stream that we ended up taking during New York session. We was looking for buys during London session. Price failed to hold this level as support. So when you're looking for buys, you always want to enter buys off support levels. When you're looking for sells, you want to enter sells off resistance levels. So when we was on a live stream yesterday, we was looking for a gold buy setup, but we can see here when price broke this low and did the retest, it failed to hold that support. Versus later on in New York session when it broke this level and retested, held that support, which is why we went for the buy setup here, right? So what I teach the members and students is to let price do all the work for you, right? Because again, we do not control the markets. We only control when we enter a trade, when we exit a trade, and how much we risk per trade. So since those are the only two things we control, it's important to make sure that we have everything else going in our favor, right? So that means we have the full price going in our favor and we have the highest likelihood of the trade going our way, right? And how do we make sure that we have the highest likelihood of the trade going our way and in our favor? That's going for buys only in the uptrend, going for sells only in the downtrend, entering buys strictly off support levels, entering sells strictly off resistance levels. And that's how we're able to win way more than we lose, but also have our wins be so much bigger than our losses and things like that. So to look for great entries, that's what I'd always consider. Right before I take any trade, I always consider what trend we're in. I always make sure I'm going with the trend and flow of price. I always make sure enter buys off support, enter sells off resistance. I always wait for my confirmations. I don't break my rules. While you watch any of my London session lives, it's the same thing. You know, I got a trade idea. I already know what my game plan is going to be. And I'm simply just during these live streams answering questions, showing y'all real time what we're looking at, and also waiting for my confirmations to be met. That's all it comes down to, right? Trading is very, very, very simple. It might be a little bit complicated and confusing in the beginning, but the beautiful thing about trading is price isn't coming up with new tricks and new moves on a weekly basis. Anything you see happen this week, I guarantee you can find that it happened and took place last week. Guarantee you can find it and see that it took place last month. And I guarantee it's going to take place later on this week and next month, so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? Um, How do we identify support and resistance levels? If you want to learn how I personally do it step by step, I go over that in the one-on-one sessions as well as the playbook course. But I do have a few videos in my day trading tips playlist going over support, resistance, supply, demand, how it works, the science behind it, and some tips on how to use them properly. So make sure to check out that playlist. But if you want to learn step by step how I do it, make sure to hit those links in the description. I don't like how this is looking right here. Right, but if you look at any of my trades, they're always entering buys off support. We're always entering buys off support. And I have trade sells recently. We always try sells off resistance levels. So, no problem, no problem. It's all about practice and repetition. That's what I can find some sells off resistance, sells off resistance, sells off resistance, buys off support, buys off support. But I see we can look for continued buys on GN as well. Again, we caught these huge buys Thursday and Friday last week, catching that new higher high. So now we're about to see if we can break this resistance level, which it failed to do so yesterday and last night. If GN can break and hold 17.25 as support, we can look for continued buys going into 17.95. So we're going to see if we can hold that level around. And we can also see possible GJ buys here. Again, we can see for the past 30 minutes, if they break and it's holding level of support, it's kind of struggling to break through this level of traffic to the left, which is why we didn't pull the trigger on this yet. New 15 and new hours about to pop up in a minute and some change. So we're about to see what this is looking like. Y'all got any questions? Drop them in the chat. We're looking at any charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, y'all, and join the free server free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourself. So we see the nice little retest on GJ. We also see GN about to reattempt to break this next level here as well. So again, we got a few setups and a few potential trades we can take right here. Like what we got going on here. All right, GJ doing this thing, GN doing this thing. It's a nice little retest there. So again, if we can hold 198.70 as support, we can look for buys going to 199.50. And then with GN, if it can hold 17.25 as support, we can look for continued buys going to 17.95. Yeah, all right, let's look at it right there. Got a new video dropping for y'all. You know what? Screw it. We'll do it today. I was going to do it tomorrow, but we'll drop it today. Switching it up. I want to see how this video does dropping at the beginning of the week. Usually I drop the videos towards the end of the week. We're going to see how it does dropping at the beginning of the week. So again, I just dropped the Bitcoin weekly analysis for y'all yesterday. Again, if y'all I got the playlist, so go to the crypto playlist and y'all just check out the weekly analysis or week by week basis. You'll see that we literally been giving weekly updates and projections on Bitcoin. And if y'all been tuning in, I clicked the wrong one. So let's go to the actual one. And y'all been tuning in, right? Like if y'all was watching since last week, right? You'd be super up in profit compared to last week or 2 weeks ago. You look at the beginning of the month, y'all been watching since the beginning of the month, you'd be super in profit, right? Because at the beginning of the month, price was at 62,250. It is now back at the all-time highs at 70,000, almost about to hit the 73,000 price point. So literally, if you've been tuning in since the beginning of this month, you'd be super in profit right now, right? So again, I'll just be dropping those Bitcoin analysis just for kicks and giggles. We really do this over here. What I teach over here doesn't just work on Forex pairs. It also works on gold, metals, indices, anything with candlesticks and charts, stocks, futures, options, crypto. What I teach is not just a trading strategy. I teach y'all how to actually read the charts. You get what I'm saying? So make sure to check out this week's Bitcoin analysis, y'all. But again, I just wanted to show y'all that, again, if y'all was to have been keeping up with us since this month, you'd be super deep in profit. If y'all would have been tuning in since September, we go to where September started, which was down here, where I talked about looking for buys here. If y'all can look at the past 2 months, we'd be super, super, super deep in profit on Bitcoin right now, y'all. Right. And then if you look at the beginning of the year, we was also calling when price was up here doing these moves also. All right. So I just want to show y'all again. So make sure to check out this week's Bitcoin weekly analysis. Check out last week, see if I was making stuff up, see if I called it or not, all that good stuff. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join free server, free Telegram. We went over how we did last month. Let's go over how we did last quarter really quick. Y'all see it on y'all screen. But if y'all scroll to October 4th, you'll see how we ended quarter 3. Scroll, scroll, scroll. All right. July, we went 16-5, catching 1,442 pips. August, 13-1, catching 27,727. And then again last month, went 14-2, catching 35,486 pips, ending the quarter 43-8, giving us an 84% win rate, catching a total of 64,655 pips. You click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the month. I mean, not beginning of the month, beginning of the quarter, where you'll also see how we ended quarter 2. So again, you see not just on a weekly basis, but also a monthly and quarterly basis, we average high 80, high 90% win rates. And we've been doing this consistently all damn year, y'all. All right, so make sure to explore the channel. You go to subscribers, you go to photos. There's over 2 years worth of photos and 2 years worth of receipts, from screenshots of positions, screenshots of signals, as well as student results and testimonials. So make sure to explore this channel and check all this stuff out, y'all. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Telegram or Instagram. I respond to all messages. If you're interested in learning how to identify these key price levels, how to trade like me, or interested in signal service or mentorship program, make sure to click those links in the description. You check out any of my YouTube videos besides live streams, the last 3 minutes of all my videos. I go over all the details, but you guys got any clarifying questions or additional questions, feel free to DM me and message me, y'all. All right. We're going to be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST.